I am so excited to be making a StepBet video because if any of you follow me over on Instagram at Carnivore Doctor, you know for sure how passionate I am about this game. It's the craziest little free app that I have grown to love because it's been a game changer for me. I'm going to go so far as saying a life changer because it has made such an impact on me. So I wanted a place to put all the information because I have so many people who message me asking me about it when I do a post, and this is going to be a great spot to find out the general information of how it works. I'm going to talk about my experience over the past year of walking in StepBets and my weight loss and my profits that I made. I'm going to tell you hints on how to never ever lose. And yeah, I have yet to lose. I'm a really competitive son of a bitch, I guess. But when I have a little bit of skin in the game, there's all the motivation I need. You are competing against yourself and nobody else. So it is just an amazing tool for accountability. And watch and see. I'm going to show you just how crazy and great this game is. Gist of the game is you download the free app and you go in to join a game. There's tons and tons of games. It's a lot of fun if you join in on a game where you know other people because you message within the game, but you can join any game that's in there and you will tell the app what step tracker you have, and it, before you even join in the game, it's going to calculate using their algorithm of the, let's say, the average amount of steps you typically take. They're going to up that and give you what's called an active step number and a power step number. You will then, once you see that and say, okay, this is what I have to do, 4 days a week you need to reach the lower active number, 2 days a week you need to reach the upper power number, 1 day a week you get off. You don't have to walk at all. So once you decide, okay, I'm in, you get the guts up to do it, you hit join, you are then required to put in a bet or an ante or pay $40. Most of the games vary, but most of them are $40. Most of them are 5 or 6 weeks. They all have a practice week, and the money is refundable after the first 7 days if you say, I'm out, I don't want anything to do with this. So there's that. Here's an example of StepBet assigning this individual their active day at about 9,400 steps and their power day at about 12,000 steps. My step goals are not quite as high as this, but it's individual based on your prior step history, what they assign to you. Is all you have to do is week after week, let's say it's a 5-week game. The first week is a practice week. And so you can kind of get used to it, see how it works, see how you have to sync it with your phone to get your steps to register with them. And week by week, you just need to make your 4 active days, 2 power days, 1 day off. There's a week down. Head into the next week, week by week. If you get all of your requirements done for each week, you get your money back. Yippee! You get $40 back in your account. You can either have them reimburse you, or what I do is I just keep it in there and I keep rolling it plus the profit into another game. So they will tell you within 2 days after the step bet ends what your total winnings are. I have, on every single game that I played, made between 10 and 22% profit on my $40 bet. So you're not getting rich off of this because, you know, in a 5 weeks time on $40, you might make $45, $48 back. But it's all in how cool it is that you get your money back. It's what has caused you to remain accountable, to get out there and do your steps. And at the same time, they literally are paying you to walk. So it's a win-win. All right, so I'm going to tell you how the winnings work. The pool of money, let's say there's 1,000 people in the game, that means there's $40,000 in the pot. And for everybody who completes their step goals for the entire game, you get your $40 back. But you will also be splitting the pot of anybody of those 1,000 people that were in the game who did not make their step bet goals each week, got disqualified either in week 1, week 2, week 3. All you need is 2 days of the week that you don't reach one of your goals and you are out. So your disqualified $40 goes into a pot of money that the rest of us winners split. So that's the way it works. It's sad to say, but I guess when you're in this random game with 1,000 people, you're rooting for people to be lazy and fall out of the game so that there's more money in the pot to split at the end. This is a good spot for me to quickly just mention how this really kind of works as far as the profits and the money. StepBet does take, for the people that are playing as a free member in the app, StepBet does take, let's say, skims 15% off the top of that loser's pot before it gets divided amongst the winners. So that's, of course, how they make their money, and obviously they have a right to make a profit off of their amazing app here. If you become a premium member, which I am, you pay $50 as an annual membership. That allows you to walk in 3 step bets simultaneously, which I always do. So I have $120 typically on the line for every step bet that I'm in. And it allows you also to play in what's called members only games. And in the members only games, StepBet does not take a cut of the pot, and the winners split 100% of the loser's pot. I will mention this in the regular free app games. If every single person meets their step goals in a game, then StepBet will forego their 15% cut of anything, and everybody gets their original $40 back. I have never, ever in the past year of walking a lot of step bet games, never had that happen. And like I said, I have been calculating, and every game I've made between 10 and 22% profit on my initial bet. All right, let's get into the details of the game. You do have to have a step tracker. I recommend that you get either a Garmin, a FitBit, or an Apple Watch that you're wearing on your wrist, because the other way of carrying your iPhone or carrying your Android phone is just not very conducive to tallying up all your steps of the day. You'd be surprised how much you add up just running errands and walking around your home. And if you're using your phone as a step tracker, that means you have to literally pick up your phone and carry it all day, and that just doesn't work for me, because you're doing this for 5 weeks. I mean, this is a nice little commitment. So I highly recommend you get one of those trackers. I'm going to put links down in the description below for my favored FitBit and Garmin trackers to use for the game. You do need, if it's a brand new tracker that you're purchasing, you need a week's worth of data before you can join in on a game. So if it's a brand new tracker that you've never used before, you need to have it a week before the game starts so that you have enough data for their algorithm to work and them to allow you into the game. I'm not sure you can grasp the level of accountability that this places on you when you've given StepBet your $40 and you know that it's sitting there for you to take back plus some more money. It's an incredible driving force to get up off the couch and head outside and get some walks in. And the added benefit of your health, obviously, like I said, this isn't for the money, and it's not that big of a deal, I guess, to lose $40, but try it once, you'll see. I think you'll be hooked, because I've had so many people who I have introduced this game to that have come back to me and said, wow, I'm so happy you introduced me to this, because I never would have realized how powerful something like that really is and how much they're really enjoying it. So join in. I really, really encourage everybody, just try it once. I wanted to mention one other thing in the games, no matter whatever game you play in, if you play in with a group of people that you know, or if you pick a random game that has like 1,000 or more players in it, it's really, really motivational. People write messages back and forth, people post pictures of their walk, and in the games that I host, since I have continually hosted games, it's really fun. People are really supportive, and it just makes it that much more of an enjoyable experience. So I wanted to mention also, because people ask about weight loss with this, and for sure, if you are getting in double the amount of steps that you would have normally been walking, it definitely has an impact. I have lost weight definitely from doing it, but obviously it's just as much as what you're putting in your mouth as it is getting out and walking. But for sure, I can feel my cardio stamina is better, my leg strength is better. As the weeks go on, picking up my pace and seeing what my heart rate does, and it's just overall such a benefit for your health. So I just wanted to really impart on people that this isn't a big money maker thing. I mean, people will say, "Wow, you get paid to walk," and then they get disappointed. They go, "I only made $43.50, back on my $40. Only three." Well, this isn't meant for you to have a second income here. It's just that's not the point of it. But like I said, I'm sure because I walk in 3 simultaneous games, so my steps count toward 3 different games at the same time. I've already made back my $50 premium that I paid to be a premium member, and for me, it's just fun, and I enjoy the challenge of it, and I enjoy seeing how much profit I'm making just by walking. Here are my tips for success. Make sure every single night you get your step tracker on the charger. If you run out of charge and you're not tracking the steps, StepBet does not care that you forgot to put your tracker on the charger. Trust me. You have until midnight each day before your steps reset back to 0. I wanted to mention you can do this in any country, any time zone. The step tracker works based on midnight of your current time zone. The way it works as far as if you are able to play StepBet is if you go to your app store and you are able to see the StepBet app and download it, that means the game is available where you live. So just remember that you have until midnight to get your steps. So my hints are, remember to get your tracker charged each night. I will check the weather for the next day and sort of have a game plan, usually for the next couple days based on what I'm doing and the weather. And then the third thing is I just tap on the app and I sync it each night. You, I believe, have the week. You don't have to sync it every night. Your steps will go in as long as you do it before the end of each week. All right. But I wanted to mention here, aside from walking and running, the ways that you can get steps if, let's say, you are homebound, you can jump rope, you can dance, you can put on a YouTube video that has a like an exercise video that all will track as steps. You can do jumping jacks, you can march in place. And trust me, there's been times where it's 11 at night and I'm tired and I've realized I still have 733 steps to go, and you can just march while you're brushing your teeth, you can walk around your house. Trust me, you'll figure out a way to get it done. But another hint is try to get your steps done earlier in the day so that you're not in panic mode as the clock is getting ready to strike midnight. One other thing I wanted to mention, I personally have not tried this, but I have heard and read and seen various bits of information that you can ride a bike if you put your step tracker, attach it to your shoe. It will register as steps, but don't quote me on that one. I haven't personally tried it, but I have heard that it works. So that's another way for you bikers out there that can maybe get some extra steps in. All right, one option is a parking garage. This is underneath my condo building, so it is pouring rain out. So this is option number one, but let's go into option number two. So, up and out. It's okay. Sometimes it's fun to walk in the rain, but I'm also going to show you what else I do. So here's another option. Rainy, snowy, sleet, hurricane, tornado, you name it. No excuses. Jump in your car. We have a nor'easter rainstorm going on here right now, so here's options. You can drive to the mall, you can drive to Target, you can drive to Costco. Somebody came at me with the question saying, but I need to walk early in the morning. Well, guess what? Home Depot and Lowe's, around here they open at 6 a.m. So jump into the lumber department. It's fine. So one of the things I wanted to mention that I like to do is listen to podcasts while I'm walking in these stores. And another favorite thing, a really favorite thing, is doing a beats per minute playlist. And what I mean by that is find the beats per minute that you like to walk and go onto Spotify and type in, like for me it might be 125 beats per minute. Every song on that playlist is going to have that beats per minute and helps you keep pace, and it's really, really fun pounding the pavement to the beat of the music. So try it. Okay, so I hope I gave a pretty good rundown on everything about the StepBet game. I tried to cover all bases on how it works and hints. So I hope you found this useful. If you try StepBet game, definitely leave a comment to me. I love reading your experiences with it. So hope to see you on the next StepBet game.